In honor of the Oakville shop teacher,
I probably should have mentioned, I don't know if we're going to be doing this whole shop teacher thing. I had a pretty extensive conversation on that on a good buddy of mine's podcast, Joe Rogan from the Joe Rogan Experience. So
right.
Probably want to pop those off. The topic has been shredded.
The
information has been distributed. Millions of people heard it.
It took me like an hour to put this on. What's so funny?
Oh my God!
What?
I don't know if you would get it. Sort of like an inside joke.
Wait! I like
Joe posted
your
on
buddy
the
Joe.
internet. Joe Rogan from the Joe Rogan Experience.
Right.
That's funny stuff. He does a podcast in Austin. Spotify. Yeah, you should honestly appear on that. It's a pretty like good career move. I don't know if you have a guy that could get you on there or whatever. But anyways, probably gonna want to pop those off. I don't know if
it's hard to get. It's really tight around the neck area.
Does sort of look like it's giving you a rear naked chokehold. I don't think it's like a UFC move. I've been sort of following UFC. A buddy of mine, come to think of it, is actually a commentator in the league. He's like a UFC commentator.
Joe Rogan? Is it Joe Rogan
Experience? Yeah. You actually know him? Yeah. Speaking of him, it kind of reminds me of, there's a pretty crazy story, but I was in Austin at his studio, right?
Yeah.
And I was doing his podcast a couple of days ago, actually. And
talking about Joe Rogan reminded you about Joe Rogan?
You know, you're a little aggravated ever since I did the Joe Rogan Experience. I don't know what has gotten into you, but I would suggest you might need a little puff. I actually have a buddy of mine who's pretty into that sort of stuff, and we could
let me guess, Joe Rogan.
Seth Rogen.
You want to motorboat these things or what?
The boys. It's the Boyscast. The lads. It's the Boyscast. The dudes. Prepare yourself for Boyscast. The bros. It's the